Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I know that I've been quiet for some time. So I want to thank you so much for subscribing, for all those who've subscribed. I want to introduce a new segment in my YouTube channel, and that segment is I will be reading people's dilemmas and then we'll be discussing them. I'll be giving you my own opinion on those dilemmas, and so if you have any questions, especially relationship or life, you can send them to me. You can DM me on my on my Instagram. Yes, I will link my Instagram below. If not that, you can email me, or better still, you can WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is 0723 776 227, and then we will get solutions for you. Yes, so at times I'll be inviting my friends, or experts, those that I know, and then we will be discussing some of those issues that you may be having. And then before I get friends or experts, I will be giving you my honest opinion, and if there are things that I have experienced also, I'll give you my own life stories. Okay, yeah, so this we will be doing here on YouTube, and I'll also see how I can post the same on my podcast. I'm working on that. I know I need new equipment, but the equipment will be coming in very soon. So because I know I need a better camera, because at the moment I'm filming with my phone, and I know at times the quality of the videos is not as good, but please bear with me for now, because where we are going is greater than where we've come from. Okay, and also before I forget, I don't know how the audio is. I will try and adjust that when I am editing, because at the moment I don't have a microphone. I had a small microphone, but my daughter, where I had placed it, I thought I have placed it so nicely, but if you have a toddler in the house, I know you can attest to the fact that they will misplace your things, and there's nothing you will do about it, by the way. So you just have to accept that you have a toddler, accept that your things are their things at times. But I am grateful because I know that the age that she's coming to, she's going to turn 3 very soon. So when I put boundaries, she will get to understand. But at the moment she's 2, and you'll tell her no, or you'll tell her to stop, she will stop, but somehow she will still, you find herself doing the same thing. So I understand her pretty well. Yes. So I have my laptop with me. How are you doing? Tell me in the comment section how you're doing. So I have the stories, all the things that I'll be reading. Some of them I find them online. I screenshot them because some of them just shock me. Like the one I'm about to read. Oh goodness. I'm like, what is this world we're living? And by the way, I think Audacity, the market price has really gone down. I don't know how many of you can agree with me, but Audacity imeenda morals chini. Like nowadays it is normal for people to just do things that are just weird and absurd and wrong. Higher, this is the thing. This one is from X. By the way, I am usually on X, and on X sometimes you know people like Cyprian, Omwamba, Mr. Who. The other guy is called Mr. Who. Okay, I will keep mentioning them. So this is a question I saw on Omwamba's. People really send Omwamba messages, I think in his DM on X, on Twitter, and I read this one, and I was sad, I was angry, I was like, yo, what is this like? Whoever wrote this should be in jail, first of all, because it is sad how we normalize rape. It's sad how we I don't know, do people really know what rape is? Do people really know what domestic violence is? Because some of these things, some of us hear them, but do we really know what they are? For example, if someone told you about domestic violence, do you know domestic violence does not have to be someone beating you up like physically. Nowadays there's another type of abuse that is called and the reason why I'm saying nowadays, this type of abuse has been there for so long, but we have we don't think it is abuse because there's no blood being shed, because there's no pain, like tangible pain, like a leg was not broken, a neck was not broken, and so you don't think that that is domestic violence, for example. And that is, do you know there is emotional abuse? Do you know there is financial abuse? Someone can abuse you financially, someone can abuse you emotionally. And those two abuses are so common in marriage that we think it's just a kawaida thing. Like, for example, if you're married to a narcissist, and some of us are married to narcissists, but we just think that even alizaliwa. By the way, there are so many issues in the society that we need to like openly talk about them and help one another. And but I wish there were, because I know of people who've been raped, or you hear people who've been raped, and when they went to report, like, it was more disgusting than it was, it was even, it's like adding salt to the injury or something like that. And then I've been talking for so long because I am just so angry. So here is the dilemma. Okay, so he says, because it's a he, ati hi Omwamba, ati hide ID, of course. Ati I have this girlfriend I met 2 weeks ago. After she accepted to be in a relationship with me, she accepted in 2 weeks. Okay, with me, we have been in good terms. Everything is good as a relation. As she's doing a business next to my apartment. So I'm that guy who mostly eat in a hotel. So every time I'm going for meals, I go pick her, and everything has been well. Okay, sorry. As she's doing business next to my apartment. So I'm that guy who mostly eat in a hotel. So every time I'm going for meals, I go pick her, and everything has been well, to an extent that she keeps checking on me. And even comes to clean the house and everything for me. It is 2 weeks and you're already going to the guy's house and you're even cleaning the house. Sisters, we need to get serious with life. We really do. Yes, we do. 2 weeks and you're already cleaning the guy's house. He's coming to check on you because he lives next to where you're working. And you're 2 weeks and you're cleaning the house, Abi. Hey, you go joko. Haya. She seems like she's deeply in love. In love in 2 weeks. Hey, this world is a joke. Higher. But the problem comes in when we are in bed. They're already in bed and it is 2 weeks. Charlie. Ha! Hey. The first time I slept with her, I was horny, and so I tried. Higher. But she never accepted. After forcing things, that is rape, my brother. Yeah. After forcing things happened. I did it once, which was brief. Hey. My man, why? Which was brief, and she wasn't comfortable with it because it is rape. My sister, that was rape, imagine. Because I believe that for you to have sex, the two of you should have agreed. It is a yes or no. If it is a no and you're still forcing, that is rape. Even in marriage, there is marital rape. Google and see, there is. Eh? She was... Wait, okay. After forcing things happened, I did it once, which was brief, and she wasn't comfortable with it. Because first of all, did you even use protection? You've just met. And what is this with men and just getting turned on by anything that just has a skirt? What is it? Those are things that I just wonder. Maybe I wonder, by the way, I wonder. Hey, higher. She wasn't comfortable with it. And I was bored the next day. She pretended to have periods. Wise girl. And started wearing pads. So we have been sleeping together for almost 6 days. So, without sex. Yesterday, I decided to force things happen again. But she could not accept. For almost 5 hours. My brother, you're planning to rape her again, huh? Hey, for almost 5 hours. When I decided to forcibly undress her forcefully. Dude, you're just a rapist. There is no other better word to describe you. If you happen to see this video, Charlie, you are a rapist, you are. Undressed her and slept with her only to realize that she was not on her periods. I'm considering breaking up with her, but she's not okay with breakup. My sister, have you been bewitched? This one has been bewitched. She's sending me a lot of long messages claiming that I wanted to just sleep with her and quit. Please advise. I am following. Which is this world? Is this even true, or it is just written? Someone was just thinking and writing. Like, how can this be normal in this world? How? And then you who is being raped, you think it is just By the way, we need to have a subject in school called sex education. And it's not supposed to be, it's supposed to be in primary school, first of all, like those upper classes. It's called grade 9, grade 8, hapo. You know, when people really know, like, my mind is just, that is how my mind is going. First of all, this guy is supposed to be in prison because he's a rapist. First of all, that is rape. And then this girl, what is wrong? What is happening? Like, why are you even writing him messages, first of all? Hii dunia, mi isimame tu mimi nishuke, todo we. You know, that is how we are normalizing everything. And that is why, even economically, tuko mahali tuko, by the way. Because it is normal to be bribed to vote. It is normal for your vote to be bought. It is normal for you to be raped and you still think it is kawaida because you think wanaume wanaisha. It is normal for you as a man to just rape and just walk away. It is normal for you to impregnate women and here, right, left and center and just have so many children around and you don't even care if they are living. It is just normal. Mention it. It is just normal. It is normal for you to bribe to get a job. This is the world we are living in. And I think we just need to go back to God. We need to. And it is not going back to God at Kimchezo. No. We need to go back to God seriously. We need, I don't know how we need to bring up our children, right? I know I'm also a mother, and I know there's no right parenting because you can try all your best, alafu, when someone is all grown and they're making their own decisions, they make decisions that are totally opposite of what you taught them. You know, I know that happens because I've seen it happen. And that does not make you a bad parent. Just do whatever is right. It is, you know, there's a time we were discussing with friends, and then they were like, you know, there are so many women empowerment organizations and all that, but when it comes to men, that does not happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so, it is true that at times, women are talked about or they're empowered, you know, but this is because initially, women never used to get paid the same as men used to get paid doing the same task. We are seen as weak, you know. And that's why we decided as women that we are about to bring up our own app. You know, like this girl, we need to have a meeting with her. You know, the way you say there's a men's conference, we're supposed to have a women's conference and deal with a lady like this one. You know, because what happens and what we ignore is the fact that if you're okay being with a man who treats you like this, first of all, he's not even your husband. Better still, even though he was your husband, he has no right to rape you, by the way. He has no right. And I know that when it comes to marriage, that's another story. I can't say that I've been married for years. I am just a child. But there I'm just what do you call it? I am, like the way in the schooling system, there's the nursery, then you go to the CBC, whatever. Like there is the pre-primary, then the primary, then the high school, then the university, and then you get a master's, and then you get a degree, you get a master's, then you get a PhD, and then you become a professor later. When it comes to marriage, I am just in pre-primary school, because in pre-primary it's like 3 years, yes, like play group PP1 and PP2. I know I don't have so much experience when it comes to marriage, but I also know that in marriage there are things you just don't accept because the society. But we will talk about that in another episode. Let's talk about this lady here. First of all, she needs to be whipped. She needs to be spoken to with all the love, because what I can see here is a lot of low self-esteem. Because why are you begging a guy who is raping you to get back to you? It is true that is what he wanted, because it's a girlfriend of 2 weeks, you're cooking. By then, this is one mistake that most of us have done, and it is sad that most of us have done this, that we have normalized. You act like a wife and you're just a girlfriend, by the way. You are not even known, even by the... we say, it is true that if you've not done a wedding, and by a wedding I don't mean a church wedding or anything, if you don't have like a marriage certificate, by the way, you're just a girlfriend, even though you've been married for 100 years, you're just a girlfriend to the guy, and the guy is just your boyfriend, according to the law. So, even though your dowry has been paid and there's no certificate, my sister, the state does not recognize you at all. Okay? It does not at all. Yes. Now, this one has dated 2 weeks. 2! Like 1, 2. Those are 14 days. You're already cleaning for the man. It's like how I used to see in campus, women or us girls, now you clean your house, and then those who don't, even those who are living in hostels, you'll see a lady washing clothes out of hapo nje kwa a guy's hostel, and you're like, this one is married. Like they are marrying even in campus. My friend. Yeah, some of us got married in campus. And where are those husbands? Okay, I know a few people who are still married up to date. Hi, Brenda. But anyway, like out of, like for example, in our class, if we were like 300 of us, only like one person who's still married to the person they were dating then. So you can see the rate of kuachana that is there. But I digress. So what I'm saying is that this lady here, and first of all, the guy is a rapist, period. Hapa hakuna ati tushinde tukiongeza anything. And if you have a different opinion, write it in the comment section. But as for me, the guy is a rapist, and that is on, period. And then the lady also needs some whipping, because we need to know what is the cause of her thinking that this is the right relationship for her. Like, we have normalized bad things, that we think that whatever mediocre things we are offered, that is what we deserve. When we deserve so many good things. By the way, I'm saying this with a lot of anger. Because someone you have dated for 2 weeks, it's not 2 years, it's not 2 months, there's this book by Steve Harvey, The 90-Day Rule. Kwani we've not read it? Ama we don't do books, we don't read books nowadays. Does it have an audio version? That thing, it was like, and I'm going to get that book. I will look for it and I will read it. By the way, let me write that down on my sticky notes. I need the 90-day rule, because this lady needs to read the 90-day rule. And the 90-day rule says, girl, you're not supposed to sleep with. In fact, first of all, Christianity-wise, religion-wise, you're not supposed to sleep with anyone before you're married. But because we have normalized it, we have to test before we buy the car. We have to test drive. That is what we call it. You're not supposed to sleep with anybody you've just met. Like at least stay for 90 days. 90 days. Una hesabu, you just have a calendar, at least 90 days. So that now you will not come here saying, oh, this one just wanted to. I know there are people you can say for the 90 days and you still sleep with them and then they just leave you alone because that is what they wanted. You know, but at least know this person, know even their, in 2 weeks, do you even know their surname? Do you know their surname? Let's stop being reckless. You know, by the way, if you ask some people who are married, like waiting to have sex when you're married, actually it's a good thing. It is. It is very good. Like keeping our bodies holy. Like, you know, now when you're all grown up, you know, by the way, when you're like in your early 20s or you're in your teens, there's that mahanjam and all the fire and you really want to do this thing, you really want to have sex and all that. But now later in life you come to realize that this thing, it was not just created hivo. You know, I rest my case. This lady we need to know how to bring up our daughters with high self-esteem so that they will not think that such kind of a relationship is okay. That is for sure. And then we also need to bring up our boys right. Those who have men, boys, please bring them right. Let them know how to treat women with dignity. If you're a father, you're supposed to be a good example. You're not a married man and all you do is chasing the next skirt because that is all you can do in your small head. Work on your self-esteem. Okay? And before I get so angry and start beating up my phone over here, please send in your questions, and I wish I knew who this one was because I would tell them, I would give them a piece of my mind. That's it. So I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.